We're just going to quickly take a look at a few of the options that we've not explored yet. So, for example, when we want to do a new napkin, if we click New Napkin, we had two other options. So let's try the draft with AI. It's not clear which model it's using to do this, so your results may vary, and you might want to use your preferred tool like ChatGPT or Claude first if you're trying to come up with some text that way. But let's see if it works for a quick idea. Let's, for example, say how to create a good AI prompt. So let's see what it does with that. If we click continue, it says AI is writing, and you can see quite quickly it's generating some text for us. And it's formatting it in a particular way, a bit like an essay where it's giving us clear headings and information underneath that. So let's see, does it look reasonably good? Understand your objective, be specific and clear, use contextual information, ask open-ended questions, etc., etc. So it's reasonable. It's not giving us a particularly actionable set of like a prompt guide, for example, but it's not bad. So if we selected all that and then clicked the usual button to generate an image, it's just thinking about that at the moment. And there you go, you can see that's a nice image to go with it. So that worked okay. I typically don't use that generate AI prompt. I copy and paste text that I've already written in a different document. The other option we have is if we click New Napkin again, we can import from a file. So it might be a file that you've already created yourself, and it's saying here it supports .docx, PDF, PowerPoint X, MD, and HTML. So if we click to browse and choose a file, for example, I've got a prompting cheat sheet PDF that I wrote recently. Let me attach that and see what it does with that. It just says it's processing our file and it may take a few moments, and it's creating the napkin. It's still working on it. There we go. So it's just generated that now for us. And yes, that was exactly what the document did look like. Although it looks like it's done a bit of a boo-boo in terms of the import. I've just noticed straight away that the spell check is hovering over certain words. So maybe the PDF import isn't working quite as well. So you can see actually there's quite a few mistakes. So that's not a great test for it there. So yes, I highly recommend using the blank napkin. I usually have this in my workflow. If I'm creating a new document, say in my Google Docs drive, as soon as I'm at the point where I want to insert an image into my essay, for example, I will copy and paste the text that I have already into a brand new napkin here, highlight it, generate an image, and then I can just use the clipboard to copy that from there back into my Google Doc is an example workflow. But that's much easier to do. So that was the new napkins. The library now, we've got 4 different documents there. We've still got the option to change styles or create our new style again. The sharing option is there. The limited things in the settings option. And of course, our own profile here, again, where we've got access to looking at help and support. But yes, napkin.ai, very easy to use, great for generating visuals to try and make perhaps a dry topic more exciting, more visually representative. And it certainly helps when you're looking to create social content, or if you've got ideas for what you want to say in a PowerPoint slide but don't have any ideas for images. Definitely a good tool to put your text in, select it and see what images it generates. It might give you some inspiration. I find it invaluable, really helpful to have a couple of images within an essay, for example, so it just breaks up the text and makes it more visually appealing. I really hope that's helpful for you.